morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Denise, in case we haven't met. I woke up today and I thought you should film, so here we are. Sorry, my coffee just got done, so let me just take a moment and... Okay, thanks. Hopefully you can't hear that too much. It's kind of gross sometimes to listen to people eat and drink, but can't do it without coffee. So I have just a little bit to do outside of the house today, so I am going to kind of just throw some clothes on and run some errands and stuff. I feel like I'm always running errands, but usually when I leave the house, I just really don't care about anything. But sometimes, like this winter weather in the mountains has my skin really super dry and just really all just not an even skin tone. So sometimes I'll just kind of throw on just a little bit of makeup, a little bit of coverage to kind of not look like this. I mean, the world has to see me, you know, like you don't want to be rude. You don't want to punish people and make them have to put up with what you look like sometimes. But anyway, plus it's fun. It's fun. I think it's fun. So let's just kind of dive right in and get ourselves ready for the day. So let me just take a quick look here. So what are you guys up to today? What do you have to do today? Anything? Are you leaving the house? So I am going to, I'm gonna start with my eyes. I start with my eyes a lot of the time. My eyes, listen, it's a problem. It's a problem because I'm old, okay? I'm not gonna use the words mature or, I don't even know what words we use to pretend like we're not old when we are a little bit old, but I'm old. I'm old enough to have crow's feet over here and definitely, I mean, everybody can have bags, but like some fine lines down here. I definitely have a lot of forehead wrinkles. And I think my worst at this point, my laugh lines, not too terrible, but my worst wrinkles are, well, here above my eyebrows and then here, because I always say they're my WTF wrinkles because I have spent most of my life like, what is your problem? Like with my face in this position to the point that, yeah, my deepest wrinkles are right in here. So I'm just gonna try to embrace it, you know, but it has definitely also, you know, my age has definitely, it shows when I try to wear makeup. Like I can't do a winged liner because it just gets all lost. I have hooded eyes to begin with. And then my eyebrows, you know, I mean, they say that Botox will kind of help to lift it, but I just, I'm not gonna venture down there as of yet. But anyway, so makeup on my eyes is always iffy. So I don't use a primer, and especially not today. I mean, not when I'm just kind of like doing a really light look. So I'm gonna start off with one of the MAC individuals. You can see that, fine. It is in Blanc or Blank. So it's just a really nice pale color that I use for the base. And I just put this all over my lid, just kind of as a nice color corrector, if nothing else. And let me just give you a shout out, let me just give a shout out to MAC because I am, as you can tell, because I have super pale skin, I am definitely extremely sensitive and allergic to a lot of makeup ingredients, mica being one of the main ones. So anyway, I went to MAC just to kind of investigate, and the adorable girl that worked there at the time, as we talk, I'm gonna go in with, if you can see it, ooh, Clinique. This is a All About Shadow Duo. all about shadow duo. And so it's in these two colors here. The little palette is number 15 and it is Uptown Downtown. So I'm just going to start off with the darker color and pop it in my crease. So the ever so adorable little woman at MAC was so sweet, and she said, you know, we have a book that tells us the ingredients of absolutely every product that we have. Let's pull it out and see what does and doesn't have mica. And I'm telling you, she spent so much time with me. She was a lifesaver. But she was able to show me that some of the MAC individuals that are matte didn't have mica. Anyway, so very long story short, MAC opened me up to being able to have a few more options, and I tell people that story all the time because I think it's so great and it made me so happy. And to this day, MAC is still one of my favorite places to get my makeup. So now I am going to take a nice round blending brush, and I'm going to take another MAC color. This one, another MAC single, and this one is in color Omega. And I'm gonna use this to just kind of buff that out a little bit of the edges and bring it in a little bit more to kind of have like a shadow here. And give a little bit more dimension. Blend it out and give some more dimension. So, anyway, feel free to let me know what I'm doing wrong, because, like I said, this is not really my area of expertise. I mean, when you don't start wearing makeup until well into your 30s, it takes a while, you know? It takes a while to get it down. Okay, so now I feel like that's fairly blended, so now I'm going to take the lighter shade and just use my finger and put it on my lid to just kind of open my eyes. I love that this color is pink, but a very pale pink. So it does a good job. So I have a hard time highlighting as well because, you know, the highlighters, like their first ingredient is gonna be mica. So I have some nice matte white eyeshadows that, sadly enough, I need a true white on my skin to act like a highlighter. But when you're using a matte white, it just looks like you spilled milk on your face. Nobody wants that. Don't do that. So anyway, and then I'm just going to take my blending brush with no additional product and just kind of blend it a little bit more. What do we think? Is that okay? Okay, now I'm gonna move on to my base. So what I have been doing lately is I use the Clinique Super Defense Moisture, and it has SPF of 20 in it. So I use this as my everyday moisturizer during the daytime so that I have some SPF coverage, whether I add any color to it or not. But when I do want a little bit of coverage, I have been using this Dermablend, and it is the Flawless Creator Multi-Use Liquid Pigments, and I am the color 0N. So all I will do is take a little bit of the Clinique moisturizer, and then I will add a very small amount, really like 1 drop of the color. And I like this because it will give me some coverage, but it also lets my skin come through, so it still looks like my skin. It just makes it a little bit more even toned. So for that, I really like it. So just kind of get it on my face everywhere. So hopefully you're just kind of hanging out with me right now as a means to, you know, hang out with me in the morning, and not, it certainly isn't meant for you to learn anything, because I in fact don't recommend that you do anything that I do, because chances are this is not the best technique. If I am doing more, like I do have another foundation that I use. I do have heavier eye looks and stuff like that, and I will use a primer at that point because of the fine lines, but not for something as light as this. So I just use a beauty sponge. This one is the Real Techniques, and I just push it into my skin. I don't put it really up under my eyes because I don't want it to settle in the fine lines, and I will use concealer to kind of hide the circles, and I wear. But like I said, this is just evens out my skin tone a little bit, gives me the SPF protection, but still lets my skin show through. Oy vey. Trying to decide whether or not to grow my hair out. Okay. So I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And I just kind of put it in the spots where there's still some redness. So don't do anything too crazy. So I'm just going to use the same beauty blender to just kind of push it into my skin. I have a sister whose birthday is coming up, and I need to buy her something. And I'm having a hard time trying to think of what to get her. So I am actually going to use a MAC lipstick for my blush today and for then on my lips. And so this is in the color Viva Glam 2. So it is a matte brick red. So that's what I'm gonna use to kind of give some color back into my cheeks. And I just use a blush brush and I just tap on it here. And then cheeks. And then I kind of blend up. Sorry, the sun came out and it's kind of, I feel like it's washing me out. Sorry, guys. Let me adjust that a little bit for you. Is that a little bit better? The sun is kind of going in and out, and so it's making things super bright, and then dark again. So I like to put a little bit across my nose just to kind of have some color back in there. And then in terms of setting powder, I use the Laura Mercier. So I'll just kind of set under my eyes. I don't really bake. I don't really bake. I feel like I don't have enough product on my face for that. I could be wrong. I mean, that, for all I know, could make a huge difference, but I feel like I have a really big round tip to my nose, so I try to kind of contour that a little bit. Kind of carve that out. I don't have any additional powder on here. I'm just kind of that noise was snow falling off my roof, which is funny because we haven't gotten any new fresh heavy snow in a while, so I'm surprised that there was even still snow up there that needed to fall off. But it is, I think, around 40 degrees or so today, so I guess if there is anything up there, today would be a good time for it to melt off. XOXO. Hugs and kisses all around. What do we think? Did I do an okay job? And then to just kind of finish it off, sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't, but today I'm going to finish off with a little bit of the MAC lipstick on my lips to just kind of make them a little bit more pink. I don't line my lips when I'm doing this because I don't want it to be that precise. I just kind of want it to be my lip color, but a little bit better. And then I just kind of use my finger to dab it and blend it out a little bit, like that. All right, guys, that's it. What do we think? Is it a little bit better? Presentable? It's pretty much the most that I will do on a normal day. That's actually probably more than I would normally do, but I just kind of did a little bit extra because I'm hanging out with you guys. So thanks for hanging out with me yet again. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I did a good job or a bad job. Okay, one of these days we're gonna discuss this hair too, because we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with it. But that's about it. All right, I hope you guys had fun. Thank you for hanging out with me and drinking coffee again this morning. I guess I'll just catch you later. Oh, have a very good day. I hope that everyone has a fabulous day. And then I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.